to Lagos. Let's talk. Hello, good afternoon. What's your about the news and how you get there? Something to get for in
God bless you. My name is Pastor Mecca from
yes.
Akute Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, please, I think,
Akute Kingdom. That's
yes, it's
interesting.
Akute, yes, Akute,
All right.
Akute.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for this discourse. When my children are entering into a new class, preparing already new schools, I mean, a new class, new book, and all that. But what I want us to look into is this issue of, you know, workbook. Every exam, I mean every assignment is being done inside the inside the workbook. The government should look into it critically. Parents are not finding it funny at all. The other day on this station, a man was lamenting. I think either Podrick show, so either Sheriff show. So a man he was practically crying because the man his mind has So please, I wanted to look into this case critically. All those issue of workbook, you cannot you book with
Hello,
please. I want to look into it critically, please, and God will bless you guys.
and
Thank
God
you
bless
so
you
much.
too. You're welcome. You're welcome so much. Thanks for calling in. I'm sure the authorities are listening to this and they'll most likely figure out a solution to that. I know that in Anambra State earlier this month or late last month, the Anambra State government banned assignments in textbooks, in workbooks, like you mentioned. So there's a ban in that state concerning that. I'm not sure what other states are doing and what Lagos is doing, but I'm sure the authorities are listening and they'll likely pick up what you're saying. So Lagos, what plans are you making or what changes? I mean, are you making what's eating into your budget as the school year starts? So what plans are you making? How do you pay your school fees? Do you pay for 3 times at a go or do you take it slow and easy? I mean, I remember the time when we heard that a former governor of Nigeria paid, tuition for his children up to, you know, grade 12, SS3, even for the child that is yet to start school. So how do you budget as the new school year starts? I'd like to hear from you, Lagos. In the meantime, there are some business stories that we are tracking at the moment, right? So one of them is that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, that is the NCAA, says it has recorded an increase in passenger refunds that's in compliance with, its consumer protection rules. So we know what happens when you fly domestically in Nigeria. There are frequent delays at the airports, but right now the NCAA says that there has been an increase this year in passenger refunds, and that's from January to August 2025. Airlines refunded 257 million naira. This is a more than 100% increase from the refunds for the whole of last year. Last year it was 108 million naira, and the year before, 2023, it was just 32.8 million naira. So, well, I think it's a good thing. It will keep the airlines on their toes. And another business story we are following is that six banks listed on the Nigerian Exchange Group have met the Central Bank of Nigeria's recapitalization targets. Of course, if you've been following the news and you are business minded, you'll know that the Central Bank of Nigeria directed that commercial banks with international authorization have to increase their capital base to 500 billion naira. Now, those with national licenses will increase to 200 billion naira. Banks with regional authorization were given a 50 billion naira capital base, and it goes down and down up to those with national and regional authorizations, which are required to increase their capital base to 20 billion naira and 10 billion naira respectively. Now, this compliance has a deadline of March 2026, and just six banks have met that. They're Access, Zenith, GT Bank, Wema Bank, Jais Bank, and Stanbic IBTC. But this is a good time for me to pause because there are some messages I have for you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the message out today is to teachers. The very first person who taught you how to read, that was a teacher. The person who believed in you when no one else did, it was a teacher. The one who showed up for you when they knew you could be more, that person was indeed a teacher. Every profession begins with a teacher. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, artist, leaders, OAPs, we all had teachers. And yet, too often, teachers are the unsung heroes in our society and our stories. Now, the time has come to change that. On Saturday, the 20th of September, 2025, 9 a.m. to be exact, at Tafawa Balewa Square. Over 60,000 teachers will gather for the very first time in an attempt to make a record on the Guinness World Book of Records. It's going to be a record attempt. And guess what? Attendance is free. This is more than an event, it's a movement to celebrate teachers. Yes, honor their sacrifice and declare to the world that teachers indeed do matter. Don't just hear about it. Be there, be counted, be celebrated, and of course, join us at the Let There Be Teachers Conference 2025. Go to the website at www.1millionteachers.com. That is 1millionteachers.com. One being the number rather, one. And of course, you can call 0806 608 3168. That is 0806 608 3168 for more information, because teachers don't just teach, they change destinies.
Yeah, that's right. Teachers don't just teach, they change destinies. And we're talking school and education here on Broad Street Drive today about your budgeting for the new school year and your thoughts for the new school year. What changes would you like to see in school and education? Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
This is Mr. Frank.
Oh, Mr. Frank, so go ahead.
Yes. The government have opened the school today. So my own is, I want to ask a question. What are their plans to help the students and the teachers this season now they have resumed? What are their plans? What are the government plans to help the students and the teachers? Because some schools across Nigeria doesn't have lockers, they doesn't have desks. Some of their roofs now are damaged. Some parents doesn't have money to pay for school fees and their books and their uniforms. What are the plans of government to help masses for their school fees, their feedings, and their welfare? That's my only question.
Mr. Frank, I'm sad to break it to you that as for school fees, you have to deal with that yourself. But as for other things, I wish there was a government official here to help answer that. But I would like to find out from you, what plans, how are you budgeting for the new school year? I mean, since it's your responsibility.
When they bring their own budget, and then I will know how I will budget my own. Because the budgeting is there already. We have been doing it. How are they going to help us, knowing fully well that the economy is too high? There's no money anywhere to send the students to school and to cater for them. What are their own plans? What are their own support? Is there anywhere you can give us any link or any idea of what they are planning for this season now? The school have resumed. So school that the roof have pushed away. How are they going to do it? The books and the school uniforms, the materials are very costly. How are they going to support the Nigerians? Do you have any idea?
Not at all. You probably have to take a look at the Lagos Ministry of Education's website. But one of these days, I promise you, we're going to bring someone from the Lagos State government to come and help clear all these things. In the meantime,
if you are bringing somebody, please bring somebody that will be honest to us. Don't bring somebody that will be diplomatic. Okay?
No problem. Thank you so much for calling in. And I hope you have a good day. But yes, the government budgets, but you also have to have your own budget for the school year. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Sammy. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Oh, from Ogun State, but I didn't get the name.
Samuel from Ogun State.
Okay, Samuel. So, take it. What's your contribution to the school and
thank
budgets?
Thank you so very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes. The school has resumed as kicked off. But my surprising aspect of it is the fact that in the same school where I have my 3 children, you cannot pass the same textbook that the senior one use. That is when it come out from that class, and the second one goes to that class, that he cannot use the textbooks which the senior one has used. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. So is that a rule in the school?
The school make it in such a way that by the time the very textbook you use, that you use from basic 1, the one who is in basic 2 or 3, if you leave basic 3, the one who is going to that basic 3 now cannot use that same textbook that the one that has left that basic 2 has used. So you have to buy a new one, another one of the same very subject.
So what I'm asking, is it a written rule in the school?
No, that is how the school does it, and not even one school. Even the government school is the same. They don't pass. You know, when we were in school, if I use textbook, if it is English, if it is Mathematics, if it is literature, we use textbook. When we pass that class, the next person who is coming to us, we still use the same textbook.
Yes.
Yes, but that is not what is happening now. This thing I'm telling you, it is not only in Ogun State, it's happening in Lagos State. I am a part and parcel of Lagos State. I work in Lagos State. I only live in Ogun State. I moved my children from Lagos State to Ogun State. So the same was happening in Lagos there when I was living in Lagos in Alimosho. So
what I'm trying to understand,
happening in Lagos.
I'm trying to understand how the school implements this. Can you explain?
That is now.
Yes.
I have my 3 kids, they are in that same school.
Yeah, I understand
now,
that.
When one passes out of their same class and the other one goes to that same class, the one that goes to the same will not use the same textbooks that the one that has left will not use it. That same textbook will not use it. You have to buy another one of this subject.
Okay, so the school mandates that you buy a new book.
Mandatory.
Now I get
if it is not so, it is compulsory.
But that's where the like Parents Teachers Association comes in. The PTA. What are you a member of the PTA? What's the PTA doing about that?
Yes, as I am the member of the PTA, in fact, I attend PTA's meeting, and we brought this issue to them. And they said, the defense was that the Ministry of Education made it so difficult for them that they make it difficult for them to operate. So this is the way they can operate, to be able to meet up with the hardship of the economy and so on and so forth. They don't find some defense to just defend along the line. You see, and you must buy this, you must buy it. And every of the textbook you must buy from the school. You will not go and buy outside and come and use it in the school there. You buy from the school. And any amount that they put is the amount you will pay.
Yeah, they fix the amount. But have you ever done any comparative analysis to find out if the books are more expensive outside in the bookshops than in the school? Have you done any market survey?
Thank you so very much. God bless you. You know, bookshop, I'm closer to bookshop as CMS. That is everywhere I walk by. My office is not quite far from there. When I found out these books, you see, we get it at a lower cost at the market compared to theirs.
Okay, so
you get what I'm saying.
I get your point right now. I understand exactly what you're saying, and that
so they cost it higher.
The budget,
they cost it higher in the school system. See, the Ministry of Education should look deeply into all these schools, both private and public schools. It's happening right there in Lagos. It's happening. Other callers will come in and they will even tell you that I'm right on the same what I'm saying. Even the last caller that said what the last caller said is true. Maybe the last caller said, you know, if you even talk more, many of they will just be adding things of unnecessary things. and parents will be paying. I'm asking them, as things are increasing here, is our salary, has it been increased? The answer is no. With the civil servants.
Thank you so
The
much.
government should look into this because we are paying much. If that be because all this burden is coming on top of the civil servants, me and you. So the government should look into our pocket as the civil servant, because when they look at educational wise, they should also look at the civil servant and increase our salary. The minimum wage is too poor to cater for this. Please, please.
Thank you so
do
much.
something.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
I'm glad you called, and I'm sure the authorities are listening. I mean, I don't understand. When I was in school, I passed down my textbooks, and I also used textbooks that were passed down to me, by my elder ones. So this is I quite understand your
Hello, my
challenge.
brother.
Yes,
God bless you.
hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you
Please,
doing today?
my name is Nnoruka. Yeah, I'm doing great. Please, I called in earlier.
Okay.
See, this issue on grants is a serious issue. We have over 80 million children out of
You called in
school
earlier.
Nigeria.
You're not giving others the opportunity to call, but go ahead.
Yeah, please. It's important, please, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because, for example, now, my school, where my children school, where they school, my children, they were playing, one break, what do you call the pipe, the pipe of either water pipe or 70 pipe. I paid for it. My children, most time they will say to go and fetch water. At times they will say we pay building at the school, that the building school or whatever that they pay. So I pay all these things. We pay them the building fund and all that PTA meeting. So it's crazy. But I call back that please, like the last caller said, this issue, let there be a holistic approach to educational reform in this country. The schools are breaking down. Rain, no chairs. Like this issue of when I went to school, the textbook I used, my younger ones will use it, but this is no longer so. It's no longer like that at all. So please, the Honorable Hausa should look into this thing critical. Let there be. I think Alan, there's a new policy now of before for you a teacher you must be satisfied. I think about two, but I heard it on radio on station today. Please, let there be a holistic approach, because if we don't have education in this country, our future is blinking. But Nigeria dream will not die because of certain individuals. Please, thank you so much. God bless you.
You're welcome. God bless you too. Thanks for calling in. Yes, I totally agree with you that we need to look at education holistically. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Afternoon.
I'm sorry. My name is Chinayangwa. I'm calling from Surulere.
Okay, Chinayangwa from Surulere. So, what do you have to say about education and budgeting?
This topic is like, God will bless you for bringing it. So this thing started like play. They started bringing out workbook where they will write inside the workbook. We think maybe that is enough. Before you know it, it enters verbal aptitude and quantitative. Before you know it, the thing just spread like wildfire. Almost all the whole subject, they will write it inside. If you use book, your sister will not use it, or your siblings will not use that same book. Now, my daughter wants to enter secondary school. The thing is just pressing us. It's pressing harder on me and my husband. Because I lost my mother last weeks ago.
That's sad.
To do this thing.
That's sad. That's sad. I understand you, and I truly feel you. You know what's happening, and I think this workbook thing needs to change. Everyone is complaining about it. It's sad that most students are unable to pass down their textbooks, which is putting a lot of pressure on education budgets in many families. But I'll be going on. Let me see if I can squeeze in one call. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Can you do this in? Okay, no. Just hold on. We'll be right back.
Right.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Everyone says says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.